Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Final Fantasy Tactics. Last time we left off, I believe I got a way better setup. Yeah, much better setup. Much better setup. Alright, I'm quite happy with that. So, yeah, now that we have that, I believe we can go ahead and just straight up move to the walled city of Yarjo. Fortress city with some 10 centuries of history protected by thick stone walls built to repel invaders. I straight up don't remember this fight at all. So, I think I know that next one, but this one, I'll probably recognize it once we get in here. But we will see. I remember the layout of this map. Oh, okay, I remember this fight. Okay. Yeah, I remember this fight.
Leave this to me.
Okay. I think this is the first time a unit type shows up, if I remember correctly.
Are you blind to the treason of your words, Rapha?
He uses us, Marak. We are instruments of murder to him, not more. To stay would be to live out our days as the Grand Duke's cat's paws. Come, let us run away together while we yet can.
Have you forgotten who it was who saved us when we had lost our parents to the war? Grand Duke Barrington opened his heart and home to the both of us. You would repay that kindness now with treachery? We owe him a debt of allegiance. We'd have died a beggar's death were it not for him.
Feed us he did, Marak. But we were sapped on lies. I know the truth of it now. It was the Grand Duke himself who set fire to our village. He killed everyone we ever knew, his hand hidden by the smoke of war. And do you know why? It was for our gifts. You and I possess power, and power is all he craves. He burnt down our entire village that he might claim the sacred power of our mantras for his own. Opened his heart, you say? The man is not possessed of one. He murdered our parents. It is you who needs to open your eyes, Marak.
I'll not abide your ill-mannered tongue.
Damn.
You know, don't you?
Slap him back.
You know of the thing he did to me.
Woof.
You are my brother. You know of this, and even yet you...
Speak not another word. Any more from you, and so help me God.
Marak, our quarry draws nigh.
Yep, that's the class I was talking about. We have to deal with ninjas for the first time.
I am well aware, and long since made ready.
Marak!
That's him.
Rapha!
Pray, lend me your aid!
I got you, Rapha. We're gonna beat up that shithead that seemingly abused you. It seems to be what it's insinuating. Fucking horrible. Nether Seer. That's a different name than I'm used to. Sick dodge. Rydell. I do believe I need to protect you. So, that's something we need to keep in mind. Holy shit, why does that do so much? Oh, it's because you were throwing a katana. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, that would hurt. Throw can be very effective. But you do have to keep in mind that, yeah, when you're throwing those weapons and stuff, those things are expensive.
So you are the heretic Ramza. Help me, I beg you.
I'm not certain what this is about, but questions can wait. Stay close. I will see you safe.
Thank you. Leave it to me.
Alright, Rapha. What are you doing? Adamantine blade. Yeah? What you doing, Rapha? Annabelle? Alright, this... Ooh, you're in an annoying spot. Wow. There's no point in even attempting that. I could run up on Marak and try to kill you. 82%, those are pretty good odds. Okay, you did dodge one.
All in a day's work.
That's fine.
You're the Grand Duke's man. Did you not say you'd await my coming at Ivalice?
I did but deliver the Grand Duke's message as asked. I do not need the Templarit's swords to slay some petty knight apprentice.
I mean, you don't seem too old yourself. You in fact seem younger than me.
My turn.
But maybe I'm bad. Maybe I'm bad at this. Okay, yeah. As I recalled, yeah, I don't know if jump lets you go as far as Ivalice was doing. Ivalice was doing some crazy shit. I will block for you, I think. And tailwind myself. Thank you.
What's next?
My thief can't do much of anything. But we can once again block for you and also heal you up. Because protecting you is my objective.
Nice.
Thanks for the job level up. I would love to beat up on this ninja over here. How much will this do? 114? I'll take that. And Agrius, you have your holy sword. So I can utilize that. Now, what do I want to do? Hallowed Bolt on you would do 58 damage. Wrestling Strike doesn't work. Divine Ruination would mean I could hit these two. Yeah, I'll take a Divine Ruination.
No mercy!
Thank you. Westerly Glow. I did not know I was stopping that. This magic is so weird because it kind of targets randomly. So it can either be stupid effective or stupid ineffective. It's a very weird class. Carbuncle. Not one I see cast too often. That's the Reflect one, right? Yep, that's Reflect. Okay. Eat Firaga! There we go. Okay, so just don't jump down and kill my mage, please.
What is the meaning of this, Marak? Has Rapha betrayed us?
Pay her no heed. The heretic is your sole concern. Once we have dealt with him, I will personally put an end to my sister's defiance.
But how will you explain this to the Grand Duke? You know the punishment for betrayal is death.
Did I not just tell you that is none of your concern? Breathe word of any of this to the Grand Duke, and that breath will be your last.
This girl is his sister. Would he truly harm her?
I mean, he apparently doesn't give a shit about the fact that she was seemingly sexually abused by his impromptu abusive father figure.
I will fulfill my mission.
Ninja vanish! Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. That's really fun. I like that a whole lot. And you don't understand why you can't walk by, but you can't hit me. Oh, that nerd needs to die. What? That reached? Well, that's game.
Marak!
Rapha! 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 Damn it all!
What did you expect, you dumbass? Alright, yeah, that's battle done. I really, really needed that ninja to not land that. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can do this. I should just focus fire that ninja, apparently, because that asshole can throw katana, and that hurts like shit. Oh, you didn't even jump up this time. Okay, that will make my life slightly easier. Yeah, oh my god, that's terrible. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's really not good. That's really not good. Damn, it sucks when, it starts the ally off in, like, a really shitty position. Because, like, I didn't even have the opportunity to do anything before all of that shit started popping off. I wish I could... Wait, can I reach you? Oh my god, I can. Eat that.
Damn it! Do the gods favor a heretic over me?
Uh-huh. Okay.
What's next?
I need to keep Rapha alive, mostly. Potion you. Okay. Can I get over here and drop some fun magic on you? The only problem is I am a little bit worried about Rapha still. There's not even any fun magic to do. So, I think the better thing to do here is to cast a Cura on you. Yeah, let's do that. God, 238? With just Cura?
Right.
Jesus, my magic stat. Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit my my thief with this, but wait, what? Oh, I have to be closer? Are you shitting me? It is this line, right? Yeah. I mean, I really, really want to hit them with this. We can probably just do a hallowed bolt. Might not quite be able to reach them. I can reach one, but I'll also hit Ramza? No, I won't, actually. Alright, just do that. Hopefully this doesn't hurt too much. 61 hurt my other character a lot, but we're fine. Or, we're fine, not fun. And look at that healing! Oh, that's why it healed so much. You must have, like, super high faith. I gotta check Rapha's, stats really quick. Vanish! What a fun ability. Ow. Hey, get preempted, nerd. How are you reaching with that? What? You managed to throw it over their heads and past that little wall? How? Okay, whatever. Eat that. Oh wow, the invisibility doesn't even go away, like... Oh wait, yeah, it does. Please don't die, Rapha. Okay, you're hurt, but you're alive. Thanks for the auto potion. Okay, so... we have a few characters that we need to take out. Unfortunately, Rapha getting stopped like that at the very beginning was kind of a nightmare. I think I should actually have Ramza kill this one.
Right.
You need to drop another potion on Rapha because she needs it. You need to cast another Cura on Rapha because once again she needs it.
Come then.
Let's move over here. Holy Sword. Hallowed Bolt. Ooh. Or alternately, I could kill that one up here. You're probably going to run away though. I'm going to hope that you run away. So I'm going to focus on these instead. Here we go.
So you are the heretic Ramza?
Yeah, you kind of got
not
stopped,
certain
so
what-
we never had the opportunity to have this conversation, but thank you for staying there, because it means that my heals all went off. Okay, you're just hitting Ramza. Dumbass. Get messed up. Ah, not a pole! Vanish! God, ninjas are fun. Okay, you have auto potion, so that's fine. Hello. Goodbye. Yes. Beautiful. Shiva. Okay. Not really a ton for you to do, but you can run in here and try a little stab. Oh wow, it actually succeeded. Black magic. 0% chance to hit. Oh, you must have what? Oh, reflect. Oh my god, yeah. No, good thing I didn't do that. Go ahead and cast a protect on you. That does remind me, what is your faith? 69, so not even that high. Do you have something that makes it where you, like, get more healing? I don't think. Like 69's kind of high. Like, Rihanna's is only 64, but I have, like, a 100% chance to succeed on, like, everything for her. Thank you.
Come on.
Okay, move over here and hit you.
Onward.
And... Alright, now I just need to get my one character up. Yeah, unfortunately in the Protect missions, sometimes you can kind of just get screwed by chance and stuff, but there's really only one that I recall being super, super hard. A lot of the other ones aren't too bad at all. No, can't do anything. Cast Cure on yourself. Ow. Thanks to the auto potion. Okay, so you move over here, Clive. Go ahead and revive you. Good. Alright, I would like some of these bodies to disappear, because that's just free. Hello. Bonk.
Come then.
You don't even really have the stuff needed to do much of anything to me at this point.
God help me.
Potion yourself up. Oh yeah, I gotta remember that Miles does actually have the ability to revive people again now. Gotta make sure I keep that in mind. It's like basically guaranteed to not land. I'll just move over here and cast a cure on all of us. Agrius, not really a whole lot for you to do. Yeah, sure, do one of those. Okay, Rydell disappeared forever. That was a ninja. I feel like I should let my ninja run up and get that. So, I'll allow that to happen. Shield parry, nice. Alright, give me this. Yes. Pummel, Doomfist, Steel Armor, Torrent, and Aim +7. Why not? That's pretty good. That was a pretty good one. Hello. Just going to... Actually, I'm not even going to beat up on you here. Just let me do some of that.
Where to?
Ow, that actually hurts. Yeah, don't do that. Quit it. Simon, Kurtz. Okay. Wouldn't mind for Clive to be able to get maybe one of those. You, I obviously want to get the summoner. That's fine. Gonna move over to you. Stab you. Yeah, I don't want you going to go get that. So, let's drop the potion on you. Alright, things are looking, pretty good. All honesty. Let's just tailwind it up. Thank you. Nope. None of that. You quit that. Sure, just keep tailwinding yourself, King. Go for it. Alright, let's get you one of these. Steel, Gill, Sticky Fingers, Poach, and Jump +1. You know, not bad. Some good thief skills for you. It's less stuff I have to get, I guess. I can now afford movement +2, which is what I want. Terrible chances at hitting both. But I can proc your invisibility with that. That's pretty fun. I never thought about that. Procking Vanish on you purposefully by attacking you with one of my own characters. Oh, I wanted to summon her!
Are you alright?
Yeah, she probably didn't have much. She had Carbuncle, which would be cool, but...
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
We will not be safe here should more of them appear. Let us find a quiet place to hide.
Bam, 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 bam. A Yagyu Dark Rude. Thank you for contributing, Ramza.
Grand Duke Barrington has eyes for one thing. The throne of Ivalice. They call him king already. King of the Forge. He fashions ever more and stronger arms for his ever-growing army. Even as he fielded his forces during the 50 Years' War, he quietly began making preparations to take the throne for himself.
His actions are guided from the shadows, by men who would use his ambition to their own ends. His blood ties to the crown give him a strong claim, rendering him an ideal pawn. These schemers would incite the war between the Dukes Larg and Goltana, allowing the Grand Duke to swoop in and assume regency. With the groundwork thus laid, they would then eliminate the Duke's respective charges, King Orinus and Queen Avelia. Leaving the new regent as the foremost candidate for the throne. This, I suspect, was the plan used to entice the Grand Duke.
And you fight the Church, even though it means you must be labeled a heretic. Why would you do such a thing? That is a silly question. I know the answer. But surely you must realize your efforts will earn you no thanks.
I do not fight for gratitude. I am a Beowulf. I fight for the honor of my name.
Truly? You strike me not as the sort of man to fight for things so trite. No. You see evil and injustice before your eyes and cannot turn away. You do not even think to seek reward. Would that more were like you.
You mistake me for a better man. But we have spoken enough of me. What will you do now? I must make for Riavanes. They still hold my sister. Now that you've escaped, I expect you wish to go somewhere far away.
I cannot leave. Not without my brother.
This quarrel between the two of you. Will you not tell me about it?
He refuses to accept the truth. We were orphaned in the war, you see. We lost our parents, our home, all but our lives. The memories haunt me even now. Climbing mounds of rubble in search of any scrap of food. The air ever thick with death's foul stench. That was the life from which the Grand Duke spared us. At the time, I thought it sure the gods had sent him.
You are not alone. He has erected a great many orphanages. A noble gesture of less than noble intent.
Yeah. Erect the orphanages so you can have access to, you know, soldiers that you can groom from a young age, and apparently other awful fucked up things.
He wanted assassins. The orphanages gave him a pool of willing young minds, allowing him to select the very best to mold and train. He must have seen some promise in you and your brother.
We Galtenas are the keepers of a sacred art, passed down through generations.
Which is apparently just casting of, like, it's a magic shotgun, effectively. When it works real well, but when it don't work well, it don't work well.
My brother and I are conduits. I of the heavens and he of the nether. We channel their power through mantras. The Grand Duke desired that power for his own. When our elder refused him, he put our entire village to the torch. All is grist that comes to that man's mill. If there is a thing he cannot have, he thinks it better that it not exist at all. To imagine the joy he must have felt when he discovered the two of us among the other orphans. It turns my stomach.
So when you learned of all this, you tried to flee?
My brother and I loved the man, as though he were our father. But even that did not stop him from...
I would have thought you fled further.
Marak!
Heed my words, heretic. Spare no haste on your way to Ivalice. Tarry here, and you next meet your sister in the afterlife.
Harm a hair on her head, and I'll have you there for company.
Rapha, you will accompany Ramza. Run, and the death of his sister hangs on your shoulders.
Can't believe I'm being betrayed by a frog like this. I mean, I imagine you're just controlling the frog, but...
You play a craven game, Marak. This has naught to do with them.
I play no game. I trust you know what awaits should you try my patience any longer.
You exploded the frog! Rude!
Come, Ramza. Let us make for Riavanes.
What an ass.
Forgive me. I did not mean to draw you into this.
You didn't. This madness is none of your doing.
Alright. There we go. Guest party member! Rapha, the Sky Seer. Another interesting class for us to try out.
All right.
What do you have? Not anything too crazy, but I would like to see your stuff. Heaven's Wrath. Randomly strikes within the area of effect, dealing lightning damage. Randomly strikes dealing fire damage. Winds. Water. Random strikes has a chance of inflicting one of several status ailments. Dealing earth damage. I've never really used this class at all. Like, usually by the time I got to this point in the game, like, I was not ready or willing to take on, like, training up a new character. But it could be fun to actually use, like, Rapha. God, we have so many Chocobo. Boko's been doing a lot, you know? Boko's been doing a lot. Here, let's show off something that I've never actually shown before. Release. Oh, my controller got unplugged. I was like, why is this not working? You can also converse with your party members. Quack, the Chocobo proudly spreads its wings. Alright, I gotta let you go. Where? Its eyes are full of sadness. So, fun fact about this, I remember playing this game with my brother back in the day, and he would say like he could never get rid of party members because all of them will say stuff like this. They will guilt you. It is absolutely a thing. Like, I'm not gonna do it, but let's like look at Celestine here.
I thought I'd found my place in the world, but now you'd send me off on my own.
Yeah, it's very sad. Like, he was always like, yeah, I could never get rid of party members because of that specifically.
Was there something?
Alright, Dragoon. We also have access to Samurai, which is a fun one. Iairo. Samurai Job Command releases the spirit in a katana to attack enemies and aid allies. This will sometimes break the katana. I never really used Samurai that much, so I kind of want to mess around with it a little bit, just to see. But Dragoon. Horizontal jump +1. Grants jump a horizontal range of 2 tiles. Horizontal jump abilities do not stack. Only the one with the highest value is applied. Oh, okay. I see. And then, yeah, you can change it so you can get more vertical and stuff, too. Dragonheart, upon receiving a physical attack, grants re-raise. That's pretty stupid. Wow, that one's good. Yeah, that's pretty nuts, actually. I think I want horizontal jump, and we can get a vertical jump too. We can get some of that. I'll have you on Dragoon for a little bit. Then there's these classes, which are really funny. Obviously that one you need absurd stats to even have the ability to use. But Ninja's, of course, another thing I'm working on for Ramza, because that is a fun one to have. You still need to level up just a little bit more. But but I can get you movement +2. And you have, well, you learned Steel Gill, not any of the other useful stuff. But you have more movement now. Congrats. Miles. Throw daggers, swords, flails, books. You know, we could get a little bit of everything. I'm probably just gonna save up for dual wield. It's the most important thing right now. Nothing I really need out of Black Mage, I don't think. You know, unless I want to learn poison. But Agrius, you. I have all night for the moment. Let's see about how about Rend Weapon? Let's do a little bit of that, and then I would love to get Agrius to these. Like that would be fun for me, I think. I could have gotten equipped sword. I probably should have gotten equipped sword. But hey, Agrius can break people's weapons now. Yay. So that is all of them. They all have the stuff that they need now, so we can close this. I do want to, before I end this episode off, let's read that reading material we got last time.
Discoveries awaiting even the most dog-eared of tomes.
Alright. Let's see what we got. See how long it is, too. 2 people could look identical, sound identical, be exact twins. Even, yet they will never truly be the same. Every life, big or small, odd or typical, is without compare. Nothing's happening. Oh. No matter how unfulfilling or fraught with trouble life can be, one must take heart in the fact that each of our journeys is unique. Regardless of how many hundreds of thousands of years pass, your experience here will always remain yours and yours alone. Ivalice. The Chocobo Racecourse. Welcome to the Golden Palace, the only place in the nation where gambling is permitted. Upon the week's end, throngs of passionate Chocobo racing fans take to the stands to cheer on their favorite competitors. On the tracks below, race Chocobo owners from all corners of the country can be seen readying their mounts in hopes of taking home large rewards. Chocobo racing was once a widespread pastime, and all types of events from amateur to official took place across the state. This came to an end 30 years ago when the king passed a decree banning all activity outside of the designated racing area. Thus, the Chocobo race course came into existence. Despite the new laws in place, the popularity of the sport remained the same, and many expected to profit greatly. And they did. Chocobo racing only continued to grow in acclaim over the years. Yeah, it's just like Uma Musume. Bets at the racecourse eventually grew to such proportions that the amount of gil exchanging hands on days large races took place would rival the budget of a small nation. The sheer amount of wealth circulating within these walls is why it came to be known as the Golden Palace. Is this something different? Now let us take a moment to delve into the life of a middle-aged man who has joined us at this racecourse today, and is central to our story. His name is Tango. This man loves chocobo racing so much, he would rather put his hard-earned gil towards gambling than eating 3 meals a day. Currently, he's facing the crisis of a lifetime, many lifetimes even. Tango's dilemma began a few days prior, when he dropped his coin purse containing his life savings of 500,000 gil. Not only was it never found again, but the incident marked the start of a series of unfortunate events. First, he was accosted in the streets by a group of hooligans, then the house he had bought on a mortgage was apparently targeted by an arsonist, though the culprit was never found. Following that, Tango's paper mill, a company he had recently started, went belly up. His wife then left him, and to top it all off, a black cat just crossed his path. No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. If a kitty graces you with its presence, that's good. All I have left of my name is the 5,000 gil in my pocket. How many times have I found myself here? How many times have I vowed that this is going to be my last race? How many times have I said I would give up gambling? This is it for me. This is the end. Tango thought suddenly to himself. He was in the throes of depression. There is nothing left for me in this world. But the day was the day of the great race. Tango looked up at the cloudless blue sky and made a decision. One last race. I'll watch one last race before I end it all. He really had not learned his lesson. By the time Tango arrived at the tracks, the first race had already finished. He, however, was not worried. The ones with higher payoffs were later in the afternoon. A booklet with information on the day's races had been tossed away nearby. Tango picked it up before heading over to his favorite tavern. Alas, he was unable to shake the feeling something was wrong. Ever since he woke, there was a terrible buzzing in his ears. Yeah, tinnitus. Tango slid into his usual seat and ordered his usual drink, adding it to his running tab. Refreshment in hand, he began eavesdropping on the conversations around him. As expected, the snippets he caught largely centered around the chocobo races, punctuated occasionally with talks of relationship. Listening in on people's conversations was one of Tango's favorite ways of amusing himself. The ringing in his ears, however, began to grow so intolerable that he found himself utterly unable to concentrate. He tried pulling at his ears and cleaning them out, but it did little to improve the situation. Tango could only hear isolated words. It seemed they were discussing the competitors slated to appear in the second race. Listening to the best of his ability, he was able to hear every name except one. Soul Cannon. Tango, feeling sympathy for the bird whose name he had not heard mentioned even once, resolved to root for Soul Cannon. He only wished his finances allowed him to do something beyond simply lending the chocobo moral support. The race began. It was a short one, only 1,200 lengths, and won over nearly as soon as it began. The winner? None other than Soul Cannon, of course. Several more races followed that one in quick succession. For each one, he cheered on the chocobo whose name he could not hear. All of them won. Tango struggled to comprehend it. Every single chocobo whose name I did not hear has won today. This cannot be a coincidence. Perhaps this ringing in my ears is a blessing in disguise. The gods are granting me a chance to reclaim my life. I must take advantage of this and purchase some vouchers. No. If you already want a good amount of money to survive and not be in the bouts of depression and think about killing yourself, because it seemed like it talked about that earlier, please don't gamble more. Thus, booklet in hand, Tango took to wandering about and listening in on discussions. Each time a chocobo's name was voiced, he'd cross them out. By the time the fourth race began, the only bird left was Herman. And naturally, it was Herman who won. The afternoon arrived and the morning races came to a close. His body was racked with tremors. No matter what he did, they wouldn't stop. I really hope the next set of races begin soon. Pushing his anxiety aside, Tango began making his way to the Good Luck Tavern. Took his usual seat and ordered his usual midday meal. Was of course added to his ever-growing tab. While Tango was waiting for his lunch, the last person he ever wanted to see strolled through the doors. Lance. Gentleman on the surface, Lance was nothing more than a pretentious and arrogant poser. Even worse, he was filthy rich. Yeah, that is worse. Well, if it isn't Tango. Prefer you keep my name out of your mouth. Apologies, I didn't mean to disturb you, but there's someone I'd like you to meet. None other than Tango's wife, who followed Lance through the doors. No, you got cucked! Lucinda? What are you doing with him? This story is going places. It was your unbecoming conduct that drove Lucinda into my arms. She needed comfort, and being the sympathetic man that I am, I brought her here on a date to take her mind off things. A date? Lucinda, is this true? Really is no need to cause a scene, Tango. Lucinda clearly remaining here will only create further discord. Let us make for the inn across the way. Two of them filed out of the tavern and Tango watched them go. He wanted to give Lance a good walloping, but that would do little to bring Lucinda back to him. I can't believe this. Where this is going. I've never read these, so... Tango rushed outside, shouting after his wife. Lucinda, I'm going to win all the afternoon races, you know. Then I'm going to quit gambling forever. Please, I'm begging you, just give me one last chance. Quickly came to the conclusion that he would need to channel his anger into picking the winning chocobos. Can't wait to wave a fistful of gil in that buffoon Lance's face. The thought made him smirk. Tango turned his attention back to his booklet. There are a total of 3 races in the afternoon. To win all of them, I'm going to have to use this buzzing in my ears to my advantage. The loudspeakers crackled, and an announcement rang through the stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, the 5th race will be starting shortly. I know we're in a world of magic and stuff, but how do they have loudspeakers? I don't know. Curses. I must hurry. What little time is left, I must see what chocobo's names I can overhear. Then I will leave the rest in the hands of the gods. Next race was to commence soon, and Tango was running short on time. He needed to find a crowded place where it would be easy to overhear conversations. Let's see, a popular place that serves food would be a great start. I know, I'll head to the Good Luck Tavern. What a concept. 5th race, the Southern Classic, 3 minutes. Ready? Tango arrived outside the Good Luck Tavern. A small table marked with a 2 was immediately visible from where he stood. On a seat bolted to the floor nearby sat a dancer named Stella. Speak with Stella. Stella looked up as Tango approached her table. Hello, Tango. Is everything alright? So you've been putting your drinks on a tab. If you don't pay that off soon, the tavern master is going to be far from happy. Chocobos, I have little time for such mundane matters. If you instead want to ask me about the art of dance, I would happily oblige. Tango arrived outside the Good Luck Tavern. A small table marked with a 2 was immediately visible. Move. Immediately visible from the entrance of the tavern was a table marked with number 2. The rest of the establishment extended out. Move to table 2. Table 2, Tango could see an exit to the north. To the west was a decorative plant. To the east was a table marked with a 1. The local weaponsmith and armorsmith sat drinking. Weaponsmith. McLean the weaponsmith glanced up. Well, it isn't Tango. You're looking troubled as always. I don't know which chocobo I bet on. If you buy me a cocktail, I'd be more inclined to loosen my lips. 4,000 gil. Tango glanced down at his meager 5,000 gil. Refuse. From table 2, Tango could see an exit to the north. To the west was a decorative plant. To the east was a table marked with a 1, where the local weaponsmith and armorsmith. Tango, you're looking pretty downcast. Is anything the matter? Bruce the armorsmith did not wait for a response. I don't know which chocobo I bet on? I remember myself, I've been so preoccupied with the great race. I need to remain focused. You could see an exit to the north. Oh god. The west was a decorative plant. To the east was a table marked with a 1, where the local weaponsmith and armorsmith. Move. Exit could be seen to the north. In the west was a decorative plant. To the east was table 1. Is it table 1? Table 1. To the west was the east was an orchestrion. To the south was a counter space where Willis, a sundry shop proprietor, was drinking. Willis! Willis spotted Tango and waved him over. Tango, I'm glad you're here. My back's been giving me quite a bit of trouble lately. Do you mind lightly hitting my shoulders for me? Hit. Shifted in his seat and looked at Tango expectantly. Thwomp, 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 thwomp. Ah, that felt nice, thank you. Now I can properly cheer on Tropical Storm. Tango arrived at table 1. To the west was table 2, and to the east was an orchestrion. Move. The west was table 2, and to the east was an orchestrion. Located to the south was a counter space. Orchestrion. To the west of it was table 1. Search. Orchestrion appeared to be in a state of disrepair. It was only able to play 2 pieces, the names of which were unknown. There was nothing of significance to be found. Tango arrived at the orchestrion. To the west was table 1. Move? There was nothing to the east. Table 1. Table 1. To the west was table 2, and to the east was an orchestrion. South was a counter space where Willis was drinking. Move. West was table 2, and east was orchestrion. Look at the south was a counter space. Table 2. Tango could see an exit to the north. The west was a decorative plant. East was a table marked with 1. The local weaponsmith. Armors. Oh god, damn it! No, that was the weaponsmith I needed to talk to. It wouldn't have finished anyway. I'm out of time. Time is ticking. I must take action. Tango walked up to the ticket booth, still deep in thought. Currently have 5,000 gil. Until now, I've been buying small. Over time, this has caused me to fall into debt. I shall place my faith in this mysterious ringing and go all in. I only got the name of 1. Here goes nothing. Tango strengthened his resolve and made his way to the ticket booth. Look who it is. If it ain't the one and only Tango, nothing keeps this man down. Race 5, the Southern Classic. So Tropical Storm is the name I heard. So it's either Palm Tree or Angelfish. And they're Tropical Storm and Palm Tree, they're closers, and then Stalker just like hides behind the 1 until the end. Which chocobo would you like to place your bets on? Asked the elderly man from within the booth. So I could have gotten a second one. I feel like I want palm tree. I feel like if there's two options that are the same, you know, like process of elimination, I feel like you want to choose the one. Like if one's crossed out, choose the other one. So I'm gonna choose palm tree. I would like to place 5,000 gil on palm tree. There was no turning back for Tango now. Sure you want to do this? Here you've been borrowing a lot of money. Tango found himself unable to answer. He instead gripped his ticket tightly and headed to the race course. It's not gonna go well. I cannot move. My legs will not carry me. Come on now, move! Tango's nerves had gotten the better of him. He felt as though his legs had turned to lead. In this state, I'll not be able to make it to the race. I have no choice but to wait for the announcements to learn the winners. Can't believe it was only 3 in this race. Yeah, I put all of my money on Gold Ship. The cheering grew louder. It looks like the race is about to finish. They'll be announcing the winners. A few moments passed, and the speakers came back to life. We are pleased to announce the results of the Southern Classic, our 5th race of the day. In first place is Palm Tree with a payout of 10-1. I repeat, yeah, we did it. I win. I won. Tango was beside himself with disbelief. I actually won. Can't remember the last time this had happened. He had just multiplied his money tenfold. 50,000 gil now lined his pockets. Congratulations, Tango. Turned around to see Lucinda standing there. Lucinda, why are you here with Lance? Look, I just won. I'm so sorry for everything. Truly, I am. You're here gambling away the last of your gil instead of putting it towards reopening Tango's paper mill. You're sorry as you claimed and take us back to a time when we were happy and you were not just indulging in this madness. Lucinda, did you boink Lance? Lucinda turned and ran off before Tango could say anything more. Please wait, don't go. In his desperation, Tango tried to chase after her, but Lucinda had already been swallowed by the crowd. Try as he might to push against him, it was hopeless, and he quickly lost sight. Loudspeaker crackled to life again. Ladies and gentlemen, the 6th race will be starting shortly. Good grief, now is not the time for this. I must get to the race course. Next race was slated to commence soon, and time was running short. Tango needed to find somewhere that would be brimming with customers at this odd hour in the afternoon. Right around now is when people would be gathering for refreshments. I know just the place, Companion Saloon. Okay, we should probably start reading there. Yeah, let's stop reading. We nailed one. We nailed one, so I can be happy about that. But yeah, we should stop here. So, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.